In this session, we explore some of the foundational elements your hotel needs to have in place for online success. This starts with your commercial structure. Specifically, we'll dive into a range of areas, including rate strategy, rate plans, and terminology. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about team structure. We've touched upon elements of this previously, and we'll discuss this again as it is the starting point of your hotel's foundations for success. In today's hospitality landscape, having the right commercial team structure is crucial. The days of departments working in silos are long gone. To succeed, your hotel needs a holistic, omni-channel view. Think of it like this: your commercial team should operate like a well oiled machine where every department, whether it's sales, marketing, revenue management, or distribution, is working together, sharing insights, and moving towards the same goals. For example, when your revenue management team identifies key need periods, your marketing team identifies potential campaign opportunities for promotions and explores this with the distribution team. It's this constant communication and collaboration that creates a unified strategy, helping you stay competitive and maximize revenue opportunities. So remember, no silos. Your whole team needs to be working together with a common purpose. Now, let's zoom out and take a strategic view of your commercial function. Think of your strategy as a pyramid. At the top, you have your long term vision. Where do you want your hotel to be in, say, 3 to 5 years? This is your guiding star, the big picture that shapes your overall direction and major investments. In the middle are your medium term plans. These might cover the next 1 to 2 years. Maybe you're considering a renovation, launching new services, or entering a new market. These initiatives are essential stepping stones towards your long term goals. At the base of the pyramid are your short term actions, the day to day tactics that move you forward those bigger goals. This could be anything from adjusting rates for an upcoming event to launching a last minute social media campaign. By separating these and balancing these long term, medium term, and short term perspectives, you ensure that your daily actions are always aligned with your overall strategy. This keeps everything cohesive and on track. Next up, let's talk about rate plans and room type structures. Here, where the principle of less is more really comes into play. It's easy to fall into the trap of creating too many room types and rate plans to cater to every possible guest preference. But more often than not, this just leads to confusion for both your team and your guests. Instead, focus on simplicity and clarity. Create a streamlined set of room types that clearly differentiate the value of each. For instance, rather than having 10 slightly different room categories, consider narrowing it down to 3 or 4 distinct types that offer clear variations in value. Of course, this also depends on the size of your hotel and market requirements. The same goes for rate plans. Stick to a core set of plans that address your main market segments, maybe a best available rate, an advanced purchase rate, and a loyalty member rate, and then build up from there to meet channel and market requirements. Monitoring rate plans for performance is really a key part of this. By simplifying your rate plans and room types, you'll not only make your pricing strategy more effective, but you'll also communicate value more clearly to your guests. And that's a real win win. Let's move on to something that's often overlooked but incredibly important: consistent terminology and definitions across the business. To avoid confusion and misalignment, it's essential that your entire team uses the same language when it comes to key business measurements. In a simple example, look at how you define revenue. Are you including non room revenue, or is it purely rooms? What about complimentary rooms? Are they included? These definitions need to be consistent across the business in all departments, from sales to finance to operations. Imagine if your sales team is using or assuming one definition of revenue and your finance team is using another. That's a recipe for misaligned goals and strategies, and in turn impacts your success. Consistency here ensures everyone is on the same page and reports are well understood. And that's a key step towards making informed, data driven decisions that can move your business forward.